Welcome back to part 7 of Stories Path of Destinies. We're continuing on forward, and I thought about it a little bit, and I kind of want to explore this temple, so we're going there.
The island was windswept desert. No one went there except ostriches and ostrich hunters.
The Iblis Stone. It sounded ominous. It sounded powerful. If the Emperor was searching for it, it must be dangerous.
And so, Bernardo went ostrich hunting.
So, yeah, this game, as you saw, has a bunch of different stories. I'm probably going to play through until I get all the truths. Maybe stop it there. I might go back and explore a
Every
little more.
child could sing verses about the Sky Ripper, but ancient codices held hints of other things. A stone that ate souls, a ruby that drank blood, a jewel only a righteous man could give away.
Were all these things the Iblis Stone? Long hidden in a buried temple? Another ancient item that was only resurfacing now? Drawn up from the deeps by the Emperor's horrific rituals?
I'm just wandering around looking for these. Actually. I need a bunch of them to do anything. Plus, to get the last sword, I need quite a few, so... Oh, look, some more. This is actually the first level I've seen that's
This
so,
chest contained blank
open.
passports from 15 countries. And something useful.
Wander around just a little bit more before I move forward. Oh, one more, and we have our final sword. Blade, I keep calling them swords. Okay, so we can't go that way. Alright, let's go. Go to the temple.
The air here tasted bitter. The steps were too tall for a person. The entire place felt restless, like it had been vexed to nightmare under the dust, waiting for its hour to come around at last. You know what I hate about you guys? Everything. Ravens were already here, cawing in frustration. They were still searching for a way in. Good. Then he hadn't come too late.
Okay, I didn't even press the button, but that's fine too. Inflict damage on hooked enemies. Alright, let me see. Oh, we opened quite a bit. Increase the maximum sword. That's quite useful. I might increase my maximum health because apparently I've just been absolutely retarded.
Come in handy in a pinch.
So yeah, there we go.
Bernardo felt new powers, ready to blossom within him, or something.
Interesting. There's really a stone this way. I have a feeling that find the stone, put in the box, seal the box, and most important of all, find the stone. There's some stone apparently this way. Let's go get it.
Renato wondered if his future self had commissioned these poles.
I think the other way just leads to a story. I don't know, I've been finding these scrolls everywhere, but I don't know if they're just supposed to point at towards finding things or what. Oh, there's nothing that way. Okay. Or if they just go somewhere else. Dang. Oh jeez.
No skateboarding, the sign said.
Okay.
Hey, I'm a firefox, thought Renato.
No. Please. No, don't do this. Don't do this. Let's just please be a void. Oh, it's not a void. Shield breaker. Oh. Well, I always grab shields anyway. I think it's I don't think I need it. I think what I currently increases resistance. I think I'll keep it where it is. Ah, we're so close. I have to sneeze 1 second. Sorry about that. Oh my gosh, see, if I had a wind essence, everything would be okay.
How could a temple to Iblis still even exist? The Transcendent Emperor had destroyed all the shrines of the lost gods after exiling them. Had it been buried in that long-ago battle? Or had Iblis foreseen his fate and hidden it from his enemy?
Hey, we got another skill point. Oh, okay. Check out what's on the other end first before I go forward. Ugh, it's like torture.
It was definitely easier to fight inanimate objects.
Okay, that's the other route that we could have taken that would have led to the same place. See, this is just torture right here. Like absolute torture.
The Ravens at least could not get past this point. Obviously, the temple builders knew how to deal with Tomb Raiders.
Oh, water essence. Water essence.
Renato hated cannon traps. Also, who reloaded these things anyway? He never figured that part out.
I'm not gonna lie, that's a good question. But this guy's like the keeper of why games happen. He questions all game logic. Sometimes you just gotta accept game logic the way it is. Another fight? No.
It was a stone of the purest blackness. It reflected no light, like a void made solid. Nervous, he picked it up. I can make you mighty. Who said that? It was the stone. Eager, thirsty. Kill the Emperor's daughter. Now you Emperor. That seemed tempting and terribly wrong. Zenobia was the Emperor's greatest general and a potent witch. But they had been close once, and Renato wasn't sure he really wanted to be Emperor. Why not capture the core of Sky Ripper instead? It was the eye of a lost god torn out by the transcendent Emperor to power his greatest weapon. Not the core, said the stone anxiously. Leave me dead. That gives you the power to take what you want.
Okay, well, we already did this chick, but the only thing we could do with this one is we could actually help her, versus do something bad. But if we go this way, we kind of already been this way. I went this way the first time, like the very first time, but this time I'll be without my friend. But the core might, I don't know. So it's I want to go this route just to get the happier ending. But we just did this route, you know? Okay, you know what? Let's finish up her story, but we'll do the happier side.
Was he listening to a talking rock?
Ah, but the rock had a point. If the stone could truly turn him into a powerful warrior, he could defeat the Emperor with the very weapon the wicked old Toad had sought for himself.
To be a hero, you had to sacrifice old friends sometimes, especially when they've become enemies.
It should give me a choice to save her, so hopefully that'll be a thing.
As he placed the impossibly black crystal in his gauntlet, Renato had a sudden vision. Charred fields covered in dead ravens below a black sun.
Was it the time of the lost gods before the transcendent Emperor? Was it the future? Feed these souls, it whispered. Take the power. He could feel the stone's hunger for souls, its thirst for blood. All right, I get it. This was going to be interesting.
They're just being mean now. Give me all the essence but the one I need. Why is this happening?
Think of all the artisans he was creating employment for. Truly, he was a job creator.
Truly. Can we go that way, or we can not go that way? Okay. I actually haven't been to this part of the castle. We're going the same route, but yeah, it's different at the same time. It's weird. Oh, the music in this one though. It's cranky, but interesting. Okay, that didn't. The other guy too. Oh.
On Zenobia's island were no match for Renato. They screamed as the stones sucked out their souls. And with each death, he felt stronger. The power the stone told him.
Ooh. I haven't been down that way. Looks cool. Oh, it's okay. Never mind. Thought it was the door.
If I craft a sword now, it's going to be really short.
So frustrating. Ooh, fire. Yeah. Thought there was something over there.
This couldn't be good for global warming.
Oh, sorry, I gotta stop laughing. There's really, really corny jokes. Shield breaker level 2. Still no void essence. I'm not gonna go in there. I already know what it's gonna do. Of course. More war.
He couldn't do worse with Zenobia than he'd done with the core, could he?
No, we're not going that way this time. We're going down here. Interesting. Ugh, these guys again. Oh.
What could he craft with the materials he had?
Ooh,
Renato had a pretty good idea,
useful.
actually.
That's a good job. Here's our lovely babe.
Zenobia was waiting for Renato. She was alone, confident as always. Fire danced at the tips of her claws.
Are you here to surrender? She seemed as cocksure as he felt. But she didn't know he had the stone. And I've missed you too, love. He chuckled.
She spotted the stone and bolted without another word.
Another void essence door. Look, look. You see that? You see that?
Where was a
Put the other
workbench
stone
when
in.
you needed one? Oh,
Okay.
never mind.
Change this one and put this one in. This is pretty good. I'll be able to actually. I can't make. I can. There's a sword I can make, but I want. It's not the one I'm looking for. I can increase the level of my sword, but that's not gonna. I need the. I want the 4 swords first.
Everybody knew you shouldn't trust a raven further than you could throw her. But did Rex talk about it?
That's a nice gem. I like that gem. There's probably a health one too. Hey, we've been here before. Plotting to do the thing against Princess Chick.
Finally, Renato caught up to her. He had never seen her scared
Oh,
before.
now we get to make a choice.
At school, she'd been the determined, brave one. Now her eyes were wide, frightened. He didn't like seeing her this way. Kill her, whispered the stone. You cannot win your rebellion without it. Please. No, said Zenobia. Not that way. Oh, they had been so close once. Could he really feed her soul to his demonic gem? But if he spared her, he would not get the full power of the stone. Oh, how could he be the hero he wanted to be?
Okay, so feed her the stone. We're gonna spare her. Because last time we didn't spare her, so we'll spare her this time.
Reynardo hesitated. Zenobia was his greatest enemy. She was the Emperor's daughter and his greatest general. And the single person Reynardo least wanted to remove from this world. Especially that way. She was holding her arms out before her, hands fluttering, fending him off with hopeless urgency. Nope. She was weaving a spell. He couldn't move.
This thing is evil, she said. She slid the Iblastone out of its slot in his gauntlet and slipped it into a bag. Maybe we can learn from it.
She eyed him with a strange, wry, apologetic look. I missed you too. And before he could move again, she was gone.
Uh-oh.
Learn from the Iblastone? What did that mean? Would she take it to the palace or to the observatory on the Nexus? If she thought it was evil, she wouldn't want it in the palace. Maybe I can outrace her to the observatory, thought Reynardo. Cats can run faster, but foxes can run longer.
Alrighty then.
Reynardo felt a little sick. Ever since Zenobia had taken the stone from him, he'd felt an ache that wouldn't go away. He missed it. He wanted it back. He needed it back. Why hadn't he killed her when he had the chance? She was the enemy. He hadn't even seen her in 14 years. Why had he hesitated? You're a sucker for an empowered woman. Reynardo kicked himself. Don't make that mistake again.
Alright, I'm gonna stop us here, and I'll see you guys in the next part. This has been Outer Orange with Stories, Path of the Destinies. See you!